really pop out, or I can make it not so much like pop out. I can make it blend in. But one of the tricks is to use a complementary color on the background, or to use two complementaries, because here's an example. This complementary is a very low intensity. And because of that, this yellow really seems to be strong. It really seems to be vibrant, this yellow. And here's another background. Lower intensity, it makes the yellow even seem more vibrant. It makes it seem like it's a night scene. This could almost be a moon in terms of the valley, just the effect it has. Now I'm going to put it with the background of its complementary purple, but put it on the brightest intensity and watch what happens. That looks freaking disgusting! Everything's too intense now! I can't handle it! So as you can see though, now that the background's the most intense violet, it really changes everything. And that's the final note I want to say. Now I'm going to get into, I drew some little things up and I just want to show you that. So let's get rolling into that next. Oh yeah, and one more thing I wanted to point out, which I think is another good example. If you notice this yellow, as I add more gray to it, or as I add the complementary purple to make the lower the intensity, if you notice, it almost looks greenish. Like right here, it almost looks like a green you'd see in nature. What I want to point out is I just did another intensity wheel. Where are you? Oh, look, he's showing himself. I'm so shy. There he is. So I did another intensity wheel of green just to show that. Look at the huge amount of difference when you compare the green's intensity to what almost appears green over here. It's a total different world of appearance. And that's what's really interesting to me about colors, is how our eye can only see so much. Like our eye can only really detect so much in terms of what color really looks like what color. You know, every time you have a different color with another, it constantly affects what it looks like. Like adding like that reddish there. Whoa, what the hell? Everything gets affected by the colors you use. So that's just one more thing I want to point out. Now I'm going to move on to showing you the drawings. Okay, so now here's just a really rough, quick sketch I did of just like the Hulk. And the reason I chose the Hulk is just because, you know, when he hulks out, he's just one color. And I just want to show the differences that color can make. So I already painted it. I'm going to show you. So I did the shorts, and there's like a green. So there you have it. Like, of course, it's a very, very simple drawing. You know, if I want to, I could go back in and ink all this, which I might do if I have the time. I just don't have the time right now to like truly finish this up. I just want to show all of you that color really does make a difference. So in terms of the Hulk right now, you have this green, and the green I chose is a very high intense green. It's probably one of the highest intensity ones. And whereas the purple pants are a little lower intensity purple. Now watch what happens. Say if I want to make it I want to make those a higher intensity violet. Look at the effect it starts to make. Whoa, whoa! I didn't mean to do that. Holy cow, that's creepy. Oh, here we go. I was on the wrong layer. Oh my gosh, look at that. That just looks like gross. That's like Hulk if he was gay or something, man. I'm wearing my shorts. Boop, boop, boop. That's like a funny looking Hulk. Oh, let's see here. So now if I lower the intensity of the purple again, say like that, and then this time, say if I lower the intensity of the green. Look what happens. Roar! Bam, 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 bam. So as you can see, the Hulk really looks more monstrous now. And now if I add a little value to that green, it changes once again just by adding the value. So I went same intensity, but I added more value. Look, it's crazy what the difference makes. And then, you know, the reason I went and started with the value in terms of the lessons I did is because now that you understand value, what you can do is, if you want to keep this basic green, all I have to do is maybe lower the blackness, keep the same intensity. Then what I can do is just come in here with that darker color, with the more value of that color green in them, you can start shading areas. That's what's really cool, is because now that you understand how value works, color becomes easier. If you can understand, like I said, the value lesson, it really makes it easier when you're doing your shading, and then you can come in and start doing whatever you want, you know, in terms of adding shadows and things. But it's really damn cool. I'm getting excited because the more you can learn about each dynamic, the easier it becomes. But once again, though, that was the Hulk. And I can show you, even if I made it a different hue of green. Ew, that looks like shit green. I'm a big turd.
I'm a big turd, Hulk. I'm a big turd.
Let's say if you make it a bluer green, raise it. Every time changes. So, and here's what I'm doing with the color wheel again. Moving the hue, lowering the intensity, getting back to that one color. But just mess around with it, you know. There's so much you can do with color. But now that you understand it better, it makes it easier. So I'm going to show you a couple more. Then here's a simple Spider-Man. And I just want to show again, I did the sketch and I colored it in. But just showing once again how colors can change. So say if I made the color... Oh, whoa. Crap, I keep doing that. So for the red, what the hell? Okay, so here's a sketch I did of Beast from X-Men. I was actually really pleased with the way the sketch came out, just because it's pretty simple. But once again, going back to what I did, I put blue over it. Say if that's the blue I wanted, and I made like white, you know, for the eyes and teeth. But so I just want to point out one more time that if you can understand color, you know, and you can understand value, then you can start working in your, you know, different highlights. You can put different highlights in, like, if you being that you understand value, you know, this could be lighter up here because maybe the light source is on the right side, or, you know, you can do that. You can just mess around with the light source. You can make, like, maybe this arm back here, it should be a lot darker, so you can like start making that darker. Even maybe this here where the chest is, all this area would be darker, you know. And right now you can see what I'm using the same hue of blue, but it's on a darker level, you know, rather than just coming in and putting black like that, which I could do that. And I mean, that's what a lot of comic books do. They put a lot of black. But for now, you know, just getting used to color, just practice with that. Practice just going back in with these dark areas. You know, practice, like I said before, just doing values. If you're having trouble with shading, go back to just doing values with just plain black and white before you get into color. But you know, mess around with it. You know, the more dark areas you put, the more three-dimensional it looks. So that's something I just want to point out again. And just messing around with this again, if I want to make it maybe a brighter blue, something like that, or darker blue. Whoa, that looks scary.
Roar!
Or even a really dark blue. I'm an evil beast. Even if you want to make a tad bit lighter.